intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Here's Sloan. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two. Sloan's got his second basket of the night. And it's Miller penetrating. Paul dishes to Miller. Back to Paul. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot two. And look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
It's a great drive to the bucket for them at this point.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Mahinmi's checked in for Luis Scola. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Crawford's checked in.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's see how Indiana stacked up. First in opponent field goal percentage, second in opponent points per game. And they're in the top third in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
Hey, Clark, let's talk about that defense. I mean, number one in the league in field goal percentage. We talked about it. They're just smothered. They really get after you. They try to attack you. They close out. They rotate well, and they're constantly covering up for one another.
Johnson is checked in for Blake Griffin. Stuckey passes to Hibbert. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Mahinmi. Right now averaging 7 points a game. And George kicks to Mahinmi. Just 5 on the clock.
But his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Again, the miss by Paul. Here's Sloan. George dishes to Sloan. Back to Stuckey. And George, here we go. Stuckey passes to Hibbert. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on him.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hill comes in for George. And it's Watson in for Donald Sloan. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Cole Aldrich is checked in for Pierce.
Well, Jamal Crawford has proven that no matter what role he plays, just call him buckets. He can flat out put the ball in the basket. You got to give him a lot of credit, though. He does change his game quite a bit depending on if he's coming off the bench or starting. I think that speaks to his IQ.
And a miss there on the triple. Indiana leading by 3. And it's Hill penetrating. Count that one. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And as you said with Jamal, a lot of players can't really make that change between being a starter or a sub. He does it so smoothly in such short time. It really adds a lot of utility to this team.
Well, Crawford described it perfectly, Clark, when he said as a six-man you have to come in and force yourself into the game. As a starter, the pressure isn't there as much as you can go with the flow.
Yeah, players like him can often do one or the other. Come in firing off the bench or let the game come to you. But rarely can they assess what the team needs like Crawford does and adjust on the fly so smoothly.
Ball outside. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Kevin, thank you.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here she's on the floor. On the court for Indiana. George and Scola, they're the forwards. Donald Sloan out there with Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Hibbert comes it down home.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Now here's Hibbert. And George kicks to Sloan. There's the dish to Hibbert. 5 on the clock. Out to Stuckey. From downtown. That's good. Stuckey's got 9 points.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
A lot of positive, Steve, for the Pacers last year and how they started the season. And, Clark, you saw this firsthand every night, dominating early, but they did have a falling off point.
Yeah, after the All-Star break, they went from looking unbeatable to looking like just another team, but they were able to gather themselves just in time and make a deep playoff run.
And that one's good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Pierce for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at him, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
We'll call you out, Doris. That's for sure. Thanks. Stuckey can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Griffin, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
George against Pierce. And it's Scola in the corner. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Drops it in from 14 feet away. George has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. 5th best, Paul George.
You know, a lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Steve, I'd say more than pretty good. Those are the guys that give opposing defenses nightmares on a regular basis. Boy, this is the kind of shooting performance coaches dream of. It makes their job so much easier. Excellent start to this third quarter.
Here's Sloan, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks it to Pierce. Over to the wing. Home. Again, Los Angeles.
Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
Now here's Hibbert. He's got 16. Back to George. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And Griffin, here we go. And that one is stuffed right through.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark. Bringing it down hard, my brother.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
By himself, and finished off by Griffin. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Well, you just had to love the reception for Pierce and KG in their first game back in Boston. No surprise there. The fans there, some of the best in the league. And they showered those guys with tremendous love, cheers, and appreciation. Well deserved for what they've contributed as Celtics and certainly as NBA.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Lavoy Allen comes in for Luis Scola. And George Hill is subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He laid out their priorities for them, which began with his admonition that offensively they attack the basket at every opportunity. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And Steve, no less than the great Celtic John Havlicek dubbing Paul Pierce as the greatest one-on-one scorer in Celtics history.
Yeah, the 10th overall pick back in 1998. What a find. And you could argue that he and Dirk Nowitzki were the two best players drafted that night.
Now, here is George, following the miss by Griffin. It's back to Hill. Here's Allen. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Sloan. The shot no good. Griffin with some nice D. Miller with a wide open look. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
And that one's good. George.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
And it's Miller penetrating. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here's Sloan. He's got 15 and taken away by Paul. And he lobs it up over the rim, and Miller throws it down hard.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
And George gets it to go.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists. So you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great fourth quarter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Sloan, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sloan's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Feeds to Griffin. Shoots a fader. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Sloan. Off target. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 13. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. Clippers leading by 13, taking a look at Los Angeles. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. Crawford out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Hudson with it. He's guarded by Stevenson. Watson dishes to Hibbert.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Here's Griffin, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And Indiana shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Watson kicks to Stuckey. That 3 off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Griffin with it. Picked up by Hibbert. Griffin passes to Stevenson. Back to Griffin. A fader. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.